Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Friends Over Fours podcast with your host, Beach99, and our co-host, Minnie James. And if this is your first time tuning into our podcast, welcome. We hope you enjoy the ride. Make sure to follow us on our social pages, on our Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, Friends Over Fours podcast. And make sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to where all the juicy stuff and everything's going on down there. Without further ado, let's get right into the podcast. Anyway, guys, welcome to the Friends Over Fours podcast. Today, we got a very special guest on here. We got a man like Zach, or he goes by stage name Dwellhead. And yeah, this is just gas, man. I'm just gassed to be on here with you, man. Serious.
I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, me too, man. It's something I've not done anything in the past few weeks, so like actually speaking to people is like nice.
Yeah, but it's good, man. It's good. But how you been anyway, though? Like over the last year, do you know, with what's going on, especially in the world?
Up and down, like that's, you know, at this point, I'm kind of just learning to let things happen. You know, whatever happens, happens. Everything happens for a reason. I've kind of come to thinking like, I don't know, like I'm trying to do stuff, but there's not really a whole lot going on. So you can only just make opportunity out of, you know, the vastness of nothing that's happening right now.
Absolutely.
It's tough, isn't it? Because it's like, as musicians, all we want to do is create. But when there's no inspiration around us because we're just stuck in the same room, it's really hard to do.
Disheartening, definitely. Like you feel like you've lost the ability to create when that's not the case. It's just your environment is complete shit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's so true.
I can agree with you on that, you know.
The amount of times I've got on writer's block is unbelievable.
You don't even know, man. Like that period last year during the first lockdown, like my creativity or just my inspiration was just lacking. Like I didn't really want to just make anything because there was just nothing going on at all. So yeah, I just had to try and look for inspiration online, like just watching videos or just like seeing other people create stuff to just get my few running.
A whole lot of YouTube videos, too many YouTube videos in lockdown one.
Binging too much videos.
Yeah. I actually quite liked lockdown 1 compared to the lockdown 3 because like lockdown 1 sort of gave me the time to reflect and, you know, sort of figure things out. But then when it came to lockdown 3, I'd done so much of that it wasn't even constructive at that point. It was just like, it was destructive.
Just overthinking unnecessary things.
Yeah. But just in general, though, like with the first lockdown, because it was such a new thing for everyone. No one was out in the streets because I remember that I've been out into town, and then I just seen no one was out in the streets walking about. Compared to like this lockdown that we got here now, everyone's just walking up and about like there's nothing going on. I just find it hilarious.
It's a ghost town. It's like it feels. I wasn't around in the 70s, but like how I imagine the 70s would have been.
All right. So something that we've got on the list is Brandon wanted to talk about the J. Cole album. Have you listened to that yet, Zach?
I have not. I want to though. I didn't know it was out yet.
Yeah. I listened to like the first track. So I want to take it in step by step. I don't want to like rush into it and miss anything. So I'm going slow with it. I'm sure Brandon has a lot of things to say on it.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, J. Cole's like one of my favorite artists. So I have quite a bit to say on this album. It's such a sick project, man. Because J. Cole, he hasn't released an album in like 3 years since KOD, and this is like a highly anticipated drop that he's done. So, but the first track that he's released on there, it's just, that's my favorite one out of all of it because it just brings you up. It's just uplifting. I love and he's got a lot of wordplay in there, punchlines that it just it's funny, man. It's funny. But,
he's a genius. He is a genius.
Yeah. And I'm sure you would have heard us talk on here a lot about like, you know, Cole, Kendrick, and many others as well. But yeah,
they're
man,
up there in the game right now. They're up there like the best rappers at this era right now. I'd say definitely
100%. Like,
yeah, I fully agree with that as well.
Yeah, Because like I say J. Cole, Kendrick, and Polo G are like, I say, this generation's rappers.
Yeah.
Because they got the work rate and everything going on for themselves. So yeah. Has Ben heard the album?
No, last I heard, Ben really, really wanted. He was buzzing for it, but I don't know if he's listened to it yet. I feel like he would have done though, knowing Ben.
Yeah. But because I know how much of a big J. Cole fan he is as well. So
yeah, he's always blasting it in the car all the time.
Nice.
Nah, that's sick, man.
I did hear the Mario and Luigi line. That really stuck out to me.
Yeah, Luigi's not having it, man. As soon as he heard that line. Yo, are you serious, man?
Luigi don't want that smoke.
You know what I mean, though? You got an M on your head now. You Luigi brother now.
It's just simple but really clever wordplay at the same time.
Yeah.
It's so easily good. It's so clever.
And you know what it is as well? Like when J. Cole says a certain punchline, or it could be a corny line, right? But when he says it, other people are like, yo, it's all right. Even though it may be corny, but it's J. Cole, innit? So it's all right. But if someone else says it, like Lil Pump or, I don't know, anyone else, like they'll be like, oh, it's too corny. Like, why are you saying that, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah. One thing I do want to talk about, and I feel like it would be quite a fun conversation, is the little diss track battle that we had in college.
Yes. We need to talk about this, man.
Yo, it was fun. It made first year so much more fun. You know,
Yeah,
100%. I would agree with that.
And it was great practice.
with-
It got us in the studios, just creating, instrumentals and just practicing our rapping. Like, I'm not a rapper, but it was something, to work on, something to.
Yeah, no. But just to say that you weren't a rapper really back then, but you had really good ability in rapping. So you know what I mean.
Thank you.
No, you're a good man. Don't you blush, man.
Yo, you trying to do another diss track? We trying to go right now?
don't go right there, man.
Spleen Eater's coming back,
Spleen Eaters, yeah, the return.
That's such a cringy name, man. This is such a cringy name. It was at the time.
Yeah.
All I remember is me, Brandon, being in the studio, and then you two come in, just like, right, get ready, we're gonna diss you. That's all I remember.
Yeah, we literally kept running in. Just kept running in like, all right, we need to have a rap battle right now. We need something to do right now. Became a whole series, a whole saga.
Yeah.
A whole thing came off, man. Yeah, because you just approached us in the other studio. You was just like, yo, me and Ben will make a track against you, and you and James will just make a track against us, innit? So
it was like the kindest threat ever. Oh my god. It was an interesting couple of months though, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
And we showed Marlon the tutor. Marlon loved this. He loved this beef. He loved getting into this drama. You could tell.
I bet he did.
Oh,
I was even surprised to get Marlon on our track in the end.
I was mind blown by that. I was mind blown by that.
So I want to ask you as well, because obviously you have the perspective of everyone else that was over there. So I wanted to ask, what was their reaction to when you heard that track?
We heard your track.
Yeah, and the one with Marlon in.
We were just getting obliterated. We were getting shit sent to us left, right, and center. We didn't know where to go with that. We're like, all right, okay, we're done now. We're done now.
It's done now.
We can't send back now. We got Marlon on the track. There's no need.
Now Marlon's a G, man.
He is.
Some of the things that were said in the track. So like when Brandon told me some of the lines, I was like, "Are you actually going to say that? Are you daring enough to say that?" And he was, yeah.
Nah, but back then though, I was on I don't give a fuck energy, so I just wanted to just go all out in it. I told you, James, that. Yeah, it is, because like you just need to just go all out. Like, think about it. It's just like, you know, they come in on us. We're going to come in back on them 10 times harder.
Back yourselves, you know.
Yeah, man.
Don't get pushed around, man.
Don't be a pusher.
Do you remember when I came to you with a line and you were like, "No, this isn't hard enough. You need to up it a bit." Because I just didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I was like,
I think it was on the first one. I was like, nah, come harder than that. Come on, you gotta go hard.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
So then we're like, you know what? We'll just make a 10-minute track. With a beat switch and everything.
Yeah.
We just made 2 separate tracks and put them together.
We literally spent like a whole couple of hours at, Ian's house, just making up the beat and everything for the second one. Just like putting bare time into it, being bare pedantic with it. Like, okay, get that ad-lib there. Hey, get that ad-lib there.
No. That was a fun period then, man. Though, like, but the beats that Ian produced, though, they're both sick. They're both sick.
He's insanely talented. He puts so much time into his work. You know, it comes through as well. Like, you can see it. Yeah.
It's crazy. Because hadn't he been producing for quite a while now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's been producing since like, I don't even know, like 13, maybe younger. I don't even know, but he's been doing this a long time, and you know, he's putting in the effort. He's doing bits now, so like, props to him.
Yeah, 100%, man. Big up to Ian, man. Like Ian. Absolutely, man. So yeah, that was a fun time, man. Like, you know what though? If I can go back to that period, though, like, I actually would, because that's what made like you said, the first year of college fun, because there weren't really. It was kind of starting off slow, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And I so when you... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, you go.
Oh, no.
I'm just going to shout my ass.
What I was saying was that, because that just like kind of set the whole year off for us. And then it just went on in from there. But yeah, it was sick, man.
Best years of my life, college. Like, coming to uni and literally just staring at my computer screen and paying $9,000 to stare at my computer screen for a whole year and get tons and tons of homework, literally just homework. You know, like it takes such a drain on your mental health. Like, and I don't think people are talking about it enough, like how much uni students are struggling because of the way that universities have dealt with this. It's ridiculous.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, Brandon said to me, because we were going to go to Manchester, but Brandon was like, we need to hold off on this year, just take a break. Because we were like, we don't want to. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to lie, I'm not very clever at making life decisions sometimes. But I'm really proud of us for just going like, yeah, just a year off. We need it. So, yeah. And I've heard a lot of stories from all my friends just being like, it's like the outcome probably would be brilliant long term, but right now, it's not it.
No.
I've literally learnt nothing this year at uni. You know, I'm dropping out because, I mean, it's not worth all this. Like, I mean, I'm not even putting any effort in because I physically can't in my house. Like, this is not my work environment. This is my, comfortable place to be. It's supposed to be, But I'm gonna drop out and do a different course next year because I'm over all of this.
Yeah,
that's good, man. Like at least you're making yourself happy doing what you're doing, because like I said though, because like we wanted to I wanted to take the year off regardless, because I wanted to just prepare myself sort of thing. But it was a good thing that we had the year off though, because like the way uni students have been treated during this whole pandemic, it's disgusting, man. Because
it's appalling.
Yeah, they're completely neglecting them. Like, do you know when they're mentioning about like education system? Like they always mention primary schools, secondary schools, colleges, but no mention of unis. Like where they at? Aren't they just as important?
No, you know it's not being talked about at all.
No.
You did the right thing to take this year out and just work on what you're wanting to do and work on yourselves and work on your craft, because it's more productive than sitting and just feeling like you're achieving something by sleeping through a lecture at 9 a.m. on your computer. Like, I'm just happy that I even went onto my laptop and just joined the lecture, regardless of the fact I slept through the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like a personal, mental achievement in it. just getting out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be, but it's got to the point where as in like, it shouldn't be an achievement to just literally just turn your mind off for a whole hour of a lecture and feel like you've done something. But because of the fact that this year has made it so like you can't do anything, it feels like an achievement to just turn your laptop on and join the lecture.
Yeah. But do you know what it is as well? Is that what was I going to say? Oh, I completely forgot what I was going to say now.
You got this, man.
Kind of completely brain fart now. But yeah, so like when they were just completely like neglecting the whole like the uni students thing, like they don't think about the mental health though, because they don't know like how much stress it puts them under. So it's just the fact that that they're just pushing them aside, and that's what they need to like look into, because a lot of uni students like it's bad, man. It's really bad, because if you look up on the news and all that stuff, like you can see that someone tried to commit suicide in Manchester last year. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's so weird as well, because if you think about it, not to be all corny at all, but it's literally the people in uni are literally the next people that are going to be running our country, whether it's economically or politically. They're next in charge, but they're not really like, they're kind of setting us up for disaster right now.
Oh yeah, the amount of debt that we're going to have to recover because of everything, the whole state of this country right now, and it's on our shoulders. We'll be paying that off as our generation for the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
stupid.
Right. What's our next subject, Brandon?
Yeah. I think we just move on from this though, because it's just getting depressing now, isn't it?
Yeah, let's line it up.
Yeah, let's move on now. All right. Let's just talk about man like Boris getting caught with a £15,000 holiday to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So pretty much, the Sky News reported that Boris Johnson and his wife had been caught out last year in September, I believe, going to the Caribbean for a holiday with £50,000, and now they're getting investigated into, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah.
This is a man who runs our country, and he's doing this.
This is the man that said, "We're all in this together." Apparently not.
Apparently not.
I mean, even with the way he like, everyone knows golf is I know this is a bit like but it kind of links, but everyone knows golf is more for the rich. It's a rich people sport,
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they decided to make it so people could golf all the way up to like, I don't even remember how long, but way after every other sports, and then decided, all right, everyone's giving us enough grief. Okay, we'll have to ban golf for a bit. It's like, it just shows who they're working for. They don't care about the more working class people. It's all about the middle and upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can totally agree with that. But I think it's so funny though, how he's just like getting investigated and all this stuff. But we'll see what happens to him in the end though. But because I was talking to my mum about it, and she said that he shouldn't run the country anymore though. Like if he's been doing that because he's just gone back on his word. You know what I mean? He's been talking about all this hope and all these things happening, that we're going to be getting through this lockdown together, Britain. You know what I mean? It's just like
you're setting an example.
That impression though.
Spot on.
I'm sorry, I had to do it, innit? I had to.
I love how he like talks as if he doesn't know what he's about to say.
I know.
It sounds like me trying to do like in high school where you had like French and you had to do like, you had to write down and then you had to speak it, and you're trying to think of what you were saying. So that's what he sounds like.
He's doing GCSE English exam.
Yeah.
No,
it's bad, man. It's bad. But another thing I wanted to ask you as well is that I think we already answered this one. Was how's COVID affected like your creative process? It's kind of like what you said before, wasn't it?
Yeah, basically, like it's just trying to find any sort of inspiration amongst the nothingness. I've started a whole new thing. Like I've kind of given music a break at this point because I just physically can't do it. And the way I think I have to express myself through like many different mediums of expression, like art. So at the moment, I've been creating a sort of YouTube channel thing with my cousin called IO, and that's like just like weird filmography stuff. Like I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like it's something else to put my mind to rather than just working on one thing and then feeling like I'm failing at it.
Yeah, kind of like boost your ego a little bit.
Yeah, and it's enjoyable. It's something to expand your skill set. So if you can expand your skill set in like any other way, like give yourself a break. If you physically cannot create anything, find something else to do, or just relax if you need to relax. Because sometimes we need to just chill.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Did I see on your story? I don't know if it was like a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, but did you start doing art at one point?
Yeah, I'm still doing it at this point. Like I'm doing sort of digital art stuff, and then like editing photography and painting and whatever I can do to just like keep myself occupied, like poetry, like I don't even know, just anything,
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, as long as it keeps your brain going and you don't like fall into like a spiral like of negative energy, that's just not what we need.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to keep the mind busy.
Yeah. So I don't know if the people at home know, but Zach's also in a band called Distort. How's the creative process with that gone, since it's like more than you?
So like we've been sort of doing stuff recently, like a few rehearsals now and then, but before like a couple of weeks ago, we hadn't rehearsed since October, and like last year October, like, and
wow,
it's just been like so hard to just get everyone back in the same place the whole time, And there's nothing going on for bands. We can't get into a studio and record an EP, which we've been wanting to do for like the last year and a half,
Yeah.
So it's like, it's disheartening, but we've got gigs lined up. So we've just got to work towards that. And hopefully, things will come of that. We'll get a bit of money to be able to record. But yeah, it's kind of just been a bit up and down again.
Yeah.
So when was the last gig what was the last gig that you did before COVID hit?
I think it was our headline at Wharf Chambers, and that would have been in November.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was like, November. When? I don't even know. When did COVID even start? The whole year's just a blur at this point. I don't even know.
We've been in this for too long.
Like, not last November, the one before.
One before, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Because then the COVID hit like February.
Yeah, it was sometime like February, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like, it started to sort of come up here. I don't even know. Yeah.
Yeah, we had like the first case being identified like early February, and then it started spreading throughout the country. So
we did nothing for ages because I remember on the radio and that people being like, nah, it's chill, it's not going to be dangerous. We'll have a vaccine like in a few weeks. It's chill, and then like look at us now,
Yeah,
exactly. We're still here.
I think that's why I enjoyed the first lockdown, is because we went into it thinking we'll be out in 3 weeks, it'll be fine. Whereas now we know that we're going to be in it for a long run.
Yeah.
And they're just making things a lot worse now because, India's having a big COVID crisis now. They're getting like 300,000 cases a day and thousands are dying every week. It's just madman. So,
and then the new what do you call it? Indian variant's gone to Boston now.
Yeah.
I just walked away from the news at that point. I was like, the naive live happy. Yeah, I cannot give myself any more negative information on my brain alert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We just need to stray away from all that because at this point, I feel like they're just trying to incite fear into people.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting method, but you could probably go about it a much more healthier way. Because that's what it is. Have you noticed something though? Like, I thought going into COVID with everyone being all like in the same place, everyone would be like really nice to each other. But for some reason, it seems to have made everyone much more angrier at the world.
Yeah.
It's just so confusing, because it's like, oh, you're in the same situation as me. I can respect that, and I understand what position you're in. But now it's like there's more hate comments on music. There's more hateful, like, just in general. Like, I used to work at TK Maxx, and they were just, oh my God, that was awful. Just, some of the customers were just so rude. It's like, yeah, it's not like I'm trying to help you.
Was you working there like in lockdown? Or not lockdown, but like in COVID time?
Yeah, it was like a Christmas. It was the Christmas break kind of thing. I was the guy.
So hard.
Yeah, I was the guy just going, would you like hand sanitizer? And no matter how rude they were, I'd have to be like, that's fine. Don't worry. I'm okay with your response.
You just got to just smile and just go on with it.
Yeah, I just wanted to spray them in the face, you know what I mean?
Hospitality industry has been such a hard industry to be in during these times. Like, I was working in this bar, and you'd have so many Karens, so many people coming in thinking they're entitled to this and that. And it's like, we're all in the same boat here. Just put your mask on and shut up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know. I don't get why so many people take it to heart about putting the mask on when you in certain places that you have to go. Like, the amount of videos I've seen online of Karens and just complaining about them wearing masks, having to wear a mask, and they can't wear it because of medical issues and all that stuff. Just put on the mask, shut up, and just go on with yourself, man. Do you know what I mean? Why you have to?
It's another piece of clothing to put on your face, like,
exactly.
Matter. You know, and you get used to it after a couple of months. It's fine, like, you know. And if you're putting it off as I don't want to wear a mask, I don't want a mask. When it comes to really having to wear a mask, you're uncomfortable wearing it because you haven't got used to it yet. So you just behind everyone. Yeah,
absolutely. But nowadays, though, like, you see everyone wearing masks, so it's like this is the new world that we all have to adapt to.
Yeah. Like, have you ever caught yourself watching a film and it was filmed like years ago, and they're going to a supermarket without a mask, and you're like, oh no, that's not right for me. Like, it makes me feel uncomfortable now.
Like trauma, like PTSD looking back. Like, what we used to live in a time where we didn't have to queue outside a supermarket.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
What has the world come to?
Madman. But I do hate it though. Like, when there's one time where you're going somewhere, but you forget your mask, so you can't enter the store because you haven't got your mask. So it's like, shit, I forgot my mask, man. What am I gonna do? I can't get in here. I need to go shopping. I hate those times, man.
Yeah,
I'll go all the way back home. Go get your mask. Start your day off again.
Yeah.
By the time you get home, you're just like, I can't be bothered anymore.
I'm just gonna go back to bed.
Yeah.
Why not, though? It's the best thing you can do.
Oh my God, what are we living in right now?
We're living in a simulation.
Yeah, we're talking quite serious things right now. Brandon and I have prepared a little Would You Rather.
Oh, damn. Okay.
There is one. I just want to point out that one of them definitely is Brandon's. I think it's like the last one. I'm not taking responsibility for that one.
Let's go. Hit me with him. I'm ready.
All right. Shall we take it in turns, Brandon? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So who's going first?
All right. So the first one. Would you rather work at a job that you hate but earn more money from it, or work at a job you love but earn less money from it?
Definitely work at a job that I love. My whole life I've lived by that motto. I'm working towards. I know in my industry that I'm trying to go towards right now, I'm probably not going to make a lot of money. I'm going to have loads of different projects going on just to make my living. And I'm completely happy with that, because my brain cannot focus. It cannot concentrate on something I don't enjoy. If I don't enjoy it, it's not happening. It's not going to happen. So like, I can't live my whole life feeling like my whole life's falling apart. I need to be working towards what I want to be doing.
Fully respect that answer.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you actually chose that answer, because a lot of people will say, oh, I want to work at a job that I hate, but at least I'm earning more money from it, innit? But that's not the point though. Like
programmed to feel like that in society. That's how we're when we go to school, you know, we ain't told. Or I was told if you go to college, you're not gonna do anything. You need to go sixth form. You need to go do this degree to then go do this to go do that, and then you'll actually be happy because you're making money. And it's like it's not about making money. If your purpose in life is to make money, then you're thinking of money wrong. It's just a tool. It's just something to get you by. You know, life is what you make of it at the end of the day, and you can choose to make whatever you want of your life. It doesn't have to be money.
That's facts. That's straight up facts right there. I think a lot of that is because of like creative minds in general, innit? I think that's just how we work. It's, for some reason, we just want to rebel against what we've been told. I don't know if that's everyone else, but that's me. I'm like, you want me to go to sixth form? Joke's on you. College. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like college has made so many people who like it's just helped them progress in the way that they're supposed to, you know, as a person. Yeah. Because it's more freedom to they don't treat you like a child at college. It's like if you don't want to do your work, that's on you.
Yeah.
Go home and don't do your work. Like I don't care. You know, it's you gotta want to do it. In sixth form, it's like, oh yeah, you didn't come to assembly, that's a detention. Like, what? Like at that point, you're 17 years old, 18 years old. 19 years old being told, oh yeah, you're in detention. Like,
yeah, you're an adult now, but you can't go to the toilet when you want.
Makes no sense.
Fully.
Imagine
going straight onto adulthood, and they're still treating you like you're 10.
Happy birthday! You're an adult now. Oh no, you can't go to the toilet. No, you can't. You can't drink that kind of water, whether it's healthy or it's not water.
You ain't going to the toilet. Sit down.
No, you can't wear the clothes you want. You have to wear this boring tie that feels like you've been strangled in the middle of summer.
It's a collar. It's a leash. It's literally a leash.
Did you ever have that? During a heat wave, it was boiling in high school, but no matter what, you couldn't take off your jumper or anything because it's school uniform.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Like, come on. You'd rather us look good than learn. Like, jeez.
I remember back in secondary school and that, like, if you don't come in the right footwear or anything like that, they will just send you back home because they have a strict policy on what you have to wear when you're coming into school, and that's how it all is.
Had a line in your hair, like a tram line or something. You get sent home, you have to shave all your hair off as well. Oh wait, no, you shaved all your hair off. You can't do that. You have to have your hair at a certain length. It's like, what can I actually do, like, to feel okay and comfortable in my skin? Like, if I want to have long hair, I'm gonna have long hair. If I want to have short hair, I'll have short hair.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. I don't understand school. I don't understand what they're trying to do. I don't understand what the aim is.
It's like my school banned wearing hoodies, as if like if we walk into someone outside of school that's wearing a hoodie, oh no, they're gonna kill us. It's like that just makes me want to wear a hoodie more. Is that just me? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And I don't get the whole rule things. Do you know, like if you come in with a certain haircut, like they'll ban that, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Like, what's with that though?
Wasn't there like a kid from like primary school? He had like huge afro, but he got rejected from a school because he wouldn't cut his hair. Something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then they were like, no, it's going to distract other people. I mean, that's their problem, not the kid's problem. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, that's pissed me off. That's ridiculous.
Stupid, man.
It genuinely annoys me. It gets on my skin, man. Right, what's the next one? We've got famous or rich?
Rich.
100%.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'd rather be rich than famous, because if I'm rich, then I have the tool to be able to create what I want freely. You know,
exactly.
If I'm famous, then I'm just gonna get harassed. I'm just not gonna be able to. What's the point? Like, I don't need that kind of attention. I'd rather just be doing the things I want to do. I don't need everybody watching me 24/7.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's weird that.
Like, every day when you walk out, you're going to get paparazzis always walking up to you. Yo, what you doing here, man? You know what I mean? You're always going to get all the shit questions thrown about at you. So, yeah.
Plus,
definitely.
When someone's famous, it doesn't necessarily they're famous for the right reasons. like, is it Daniel Brigoli?
Mhm.
She literally abused her mum verbally on TV, and everyone's like, you know what, this is cool. Let's promote this. Do you know what I mean? Like,
content.
Yep.
And now she's famous. Now she does rap music. Like, what, why, how? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, at least she's like I don't know much about her, but at least she's like, you know, making something more of a life now. She's not just, you know, bullying her mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's always a bright side to look at it. It's just the reason she got a name for herself is not because of the music, and I feel like that's could be a better reason. But we move.
Yeah, that's true. But she started at OnlyFans as well, though. Like, I just like, because she recently turned 18, so she thought, okay, I'll start my OnlyFans and I'll start selling them. And she made $1 million in like 6 hours, which I thought was crazy.
Wow. I'm gonna start an OnlyFans.
You know what I mean?
The only thing with OnlyFans for me, though, like when famous females or males make an OnlyFans, the thing that worries me is what happens if so many people have messaged them that they feel peer pressured into making it. Like, cool, if people want to do it out of their own back because they want to do it, hell yeah. But like, I feel bad if they feel peer pressured into doing it because that might keep them relevant. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when someone just turns 18 as well. I don't know. It's an interesting conversation, isn't it, when it comes to OnlyFans?
It's a sticky one. It's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to ask is that would you feel comfortable if your girlfriend started an OnlyFans account?
It obviously depends on what the content is, isn't it?
Yeah, but would you still be with them?
Yeah, I'd still be with them. Definitely. Yeah. You know, it's just like, I mean, it's a sticky question, but like at the end of the day, like
literally,
if that's what she wants to do and that makes her happy, then like I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as you're happy, as long as you're doing something that makes you happy. Like if she's like being, like you said, peer pressure to do it, I don't think, you know, that's a whole different story, you know. But like if you just genuinely just want to make some money and you feel comfortable in your body and you want to, you know, flaunt it out, then fuck yeah, go for it. I don't care.
I would only be a bit upset if, like you said, I don't feel comfortable with you posting that, and then they just do it anyway, and then you're just like, well, that's just not fun for me.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in a relationship where you're not confident, just you get out of it.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think the thing that I hate is when other people in a relationship like tell people what's wrong when it comes to the other people's relationships, because it's like they probably feel fine with that. There's like different rules when it comes to different couples, isn't it? So
yeah,
it's just so annoying.
I would never comment on someone else's relationship. Like, it's none of my business. I don't fucking care. You guys do what you want. Like, as long as no one's getting hurt, like, you know, like thing, like, as long as you're being safe and whatever, then you do your thing. I don't care.
Yeah. As long as there's support, communication, and nothing's being hurt, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, this is an interesting one here we got here.
Oh, I like this one.
Same. Would you rather be reincarnated back as a human, or a different species?
Why being a human? Fuck it. Let's try to be a different species. That could be a bit of fun. I don't know. Like, I've always wanted to fly. You know, be an eagle. That could be all right.
So eagles are cool.
Being a human stressful. Like, it's fun. It's all right, but it's stressful. Like, if you're an eagle, you got no worries. Just food and fly. That's it.
Yeah. The best life. Yeah. For me though, like, I'm in the same boat. I wanted to fly as well, so I'll probably just be like, I'll probably just be like an eagle. I'd say as well.
Wait, so if you could choose which species, can you choose like what kind of human you'd be? So I can be above 5 foot, yeah.
I
mean, yeah, go for it.
Yo, I'm gonna be 5'6". What? No. What kind of species though? Are we saying realistic ones, or can we go past that point?
Oh, anything, man. Like, if you want to be an alien, if you want to be that, go for it, innit?
That'd be sick.
Right? Yeah, we're talking aliens now. Let's go. I want to be an alien. Awesome.
I'm gonna call myself Paul because it's cultural.
Man like Paul.
Right, be honest though. If you met an alien, would you be friends with it, or would you kill it?
I would actually befriend it.
Try at least, and if they get kids, then you gotta do what you gotta do in it. Like,
yeah. To science you go.
Yeah. I wouldn't just give it up straight away to like the government or anything, because it's just nah.
Imagine how many girls you get being like, "I am a mate." Yeah, he's an alien. Yeah.
Right.
What would you call him? What if you got an alien? What would you call them?
That's what it looks like, innit? Like, describe the alien to me and I'll name it for you.
Oh, okay. Like E.T. looking kind of alien.
Oh, okay.
I reckon Gerald. That'd be a cool name for an E.T. looking alien.
Gerald.
No, Gerald. Do you know what I mean? Like with him fingering.
I like Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald. Yeah, he's not phoning home. He's phoning you later. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll stick with that.
Yeah.
The pickup lines for an alien.
I wonder what it'd be like to impregnate an alien. Like, like they'll be hybrid in it, like half human, half alien. But that'd be cool, though, wouldn't it?
Can we call this podcast "Impregnating an Alien"? Please.
No. But would any of you guys try that though? Like, if there was a female alien, right, would you try to impregnate them and just get?
You're asking me if I'd tag an alien.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
It depends what they look like, innit? If it looks like a cow, then nah. Do you know what I mean? But imagine if it comes down on like Megan Fox kind of thing. Maybe.
Like Cortana from Halo or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. That's fine.
Yeah. I can stick with that.
What is this turned into?
A mad conversation.
Like I said, man, we're just having fun chatting shit, innit?
Just chatting shit. I like it.
This went to talking so deep about uni and Boris to would you shag an alien?
That's the whole point of this, though. We don't want this to feel like it's a structured interview. We just wanted to just like sit down, have fun, and yeah. You lot at home know about this anyway. Like, you know how much we like to talk about random stuff, and yeah.
And the more we run out of subjects, it's just going to get even more crazy.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure we'll get Zach back later as well for another episode.
Yeah, I'll be down. This is fun.
It's so funny. Next one is, when you die, would you rather stay alive and like in your prime for like the same amount of years that you've been alive? So like if you wanted to stay alive for like when you were 20, but like stay 20 for like 80 years experiencing the future, or would you rather restart knowing everything you've already experienced?
I'd say restart. Because, like, I mean, are you ever in your prime? Do you ever fully know everything, like, about your life? Like, I don't believe you do. I feel like you're always progressing, always learning more. And by the time you're probably in your prime, you're probably too old to even leave your bed. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like mental capacity is probably more important than physical health and going out and doing what you do in your 20s, you know, just partying or whatever you do. Like, I don't know, I think starting over with, you know, fresh knowledge. No, sorry, starting over with the knowledge that you've got would be like way more constructive. You'd have a better time.
That's such an interesting perspective of prime. I never even thought about that. That's sick.
Yeah.
What about you, Brandon?
No, I was just gonna say though, like you said though, like you're always learning. Like, you're never always gonna be like at your peak, because there's always gonna be something that you're going to know along the way. Like now, like even though I'm good at my production, like I know that there's so much more that I can learn from it. There's so many techniques that I don't know about, that there's someone that I'm gonna know down the road that's way better than me, that's going to teach me new things that I'm going to learn in my life. And that same can be applied to the rest of you listening. Just remember that even though you may think that you're the best, you're the shit right now, like, yeah, soak in that for a moment, but there's always going to be something out there that's going to elevate you as a person.
That's so true.
I feel like if you believe you're truly at the top all the time, then where can you go from there? You can't improve more if you feel like you're at the top right now. You know, where do you go from the top?
Yeah, you're just putting a limit on yourself.
That's so true. It's like when me and Brandon were talking about REP, when we were doing it, we were like, this sounds like the best thing we've ever made. But I also said to him, I want to come back to this in a year and be like, we could have done so much more on this. Because that shows growth, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Definitely.
But yeah, making good progress. Whether we're in uni or quarantine or not, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. So we got, would you rather go back in time 50 years or forward in time 50 years?
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, the past has already happened. Let's see what's going on in the future. And then, I mean, can I come back? If I can come back and spread the word, you know, see what's going on. But like 50 years ago already happened. I want to see what's happening 50 years from now.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
I'll be scared to go like 50 years in the future because
it's the unknown,
none of us,
Yeah.
none of us knows what's happened because it hasn't happened. But the past has already happened, so I'll feel more comfortable going back in 50 years into the past just to see what that lifestyle was like back then.
Yeah. If you go in 50 in the future, would you be able to meet your future self as like an old dude and ask him shit?
That's interesting.
I guess if you're still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, yes. That's another thing. Imagine you look, he's like, oh, he died like what, 49 years ago? I don't know.
How would you? Oh shit! 49 years.
You know what I mean? It's like, nah, fuck that, man. I don't want to go 50 years in the future to know my fate. Are you mad, fam?
Can you imagine? That would be so weird.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So you two are going 50 years into the future?
I don't know. I don't want to find out that I died in like a couple of years. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you do find out you died, I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? You can just like do all the things you got to do in it, get everything you need to do done, and then you're gone. And it's like, I could just do whatever. I did what I could do.
But if I was stuck in 50 years in the future for a day and I found out I died, I'd walk around as a zombie. Just freak everyone out. That would be so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But 50 years back is like the 70s, and I feel like that'd be quite a fun little experience.
Yeah. I was saying this to James the other day, though. I was saying, imagine if I went back 50 years into the past, like the 70s era, like my mum was born around the 70s, and imagine that I'll be able to see my mum back then. I'll just be like, hey, yo, I'll just be friends with my mum, innit? Like, she wouldn't even know that I'm a future son. I'll be so sick.
That might actually have happened. That might be the reason she called you Brandon, because she was like that guy back then. He was cool. He was called Brandon.
Don't even. But you know what's funny though? Like my mum didn't even call me Brandon. It was actually my dad.
Really?
Yeah. She wanted to call me Kane, which is my middle name. So
that's a sick name.
That's sick.
Oh, thank you, man.
It's like Kanye, but not.
The Y in the end is flipped around.
Sick explanation there, James.
You know what I mean? Where was your mind going there?
I have no idea. The next one we've got is: would you rather explore space or the depths of the ocean?
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. The depths of the ocean scare the shit out of me. Like,
Same.
It just boggles my mind. Like 90% of our oceans are unexplored, so there's gonna be some mad shit in there that we've never seen before.
It's crazy.
It'd be interesting, and you could probably learn way more than science even can tell us, you know. But I don't know. It seems a bit booky. I'm going to space.
Hey, do you know what I heard? I heard NASA was originally exploring the ocean, and they were like, you know what, we're gonna get away from Earth. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's a bit worrying that.
Who wants to go ocean? No one wants to go in the depths of the ocean.
No one does that. No one does. But I'm with you. I'm with you all the way, man. We're going to the moon. Right to the moon.
Because like ocean's
kind of
like
boring after a bit though, right?
Yeah.
Can be.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But like the space is just like, it just looks cool. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And you could meet, what was it, Gareth the alien or something?
Gerald.
Man
like Gerald.
Big up Gerald, man. We'll come for you soon.
Oh. What's the next one?
So we got.
Oh, this is a good one.
Ooh, would you rather time travel or be able to read minds?
Time travel.
Straight
Definitely.
up.
Not because like I don't want to go in the back and do any mad shit and like change things I've done because like that's just long. Like just deal with the stuff you've done, go through it. Like it's alright. But what was the other one? Read minds. Yeah, no, that just seems too much. I don't want to be knowing what's going on in everyone's minds. Like I already overthink. If I actually know what people are thinking in their minds, like that's too much information for me.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Bruce Almighty?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
because like Morgan Freeman plays God, and doesn't he like make him God, and he can hear everyone's prayers? Yeah, and it's like that's my mind when I'm overthinking. So imagine like you can read everyone's mind, and it's like, what's that guy wearing? That's awful. And you're like, what's wrong with this hoodie, man? Like that's what I would do.
Gays in the street.
Proper.
Yeah. It's like, I know what you're thinking. You could really freak people out, though. To be fair.
Absolutely.
You could actually do like magic, like for real. Like what card is that? Oh, I know, it's 7 hearts.
Just stop there. Yeah, we'll just do card tricks. That's all we need.
Why not, though? You know,
why?
We'll just do that.
Oh no! I'm just. Can you read this one out? I'm not reading the next one.
No. I read the last one out, and you have to read this one out now.
Disclaimer: this was Brandon's. I can't even read it, man. Would you rather sit on a cake and eat a dick, or sit on a dick and eat a cake? Do you understand why I don't want to read that?
Wait. Sit on cake and eat dick.
Yeah.
Or sit on a dick and eat cake.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I feel like dick was probably going to taste nasty, so I'm going to sit on dick and eat cake. Fuck it, let's go.
What about you, Brandon?
I'll probably do the same as what Zach's going for. Because, yeah. Sit on a dick, eat a cake, but...
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Because, like, you're not going to sit on cake because the only good thing about cake is the flavor, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a waste of a cake.
I know,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah, it.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I just want to just end that one off on a whoa, what's that about? Yeah,
Oh my god, one of the funniest things ever. Zach's now just like, why did I come on this now? Jeez.
Listen, I get asked weirder questions on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, so this ain't nothing new to you then?
No.
Well, that's good then. So at least we cleared it up for the listeners there. So
yeah,
right. Okay, moving on. So we wanted to ask you about the LGBTQ community because I know have you been like following that closely?
Not really. Like I've come to terms with my bisexuality. Like I started to realize that I am definitely not heterosexual when I was probably like 13 years old. And then like it was really hard for me because like I come from a Muslim household and they were fine with it, you know, but like as far as religion goes, it's not always the case normally. So I had to, you know, like deal with that for a number of years until I got till I realized myself that this is who I am. I need to accept this. And then I spoke to my parents and they were cooler about it than I thought. So like, you know, whoever's struggling with this kind of thoughts, like a lot of the time people can be a lot more open-minded than you think.
I think that's important to keep in mind that. So I think this is important to talk about because I'm straight. I feel like I shouldn't speak on Brandon's behalf because, you know, it's Brandon.
No, I'm on the same boat.
Yeah. So I think it's important to invite someone onto the podcast that brings a different perspective, because obviously we have different. What's the word? I've forgotten the word now. Relationship. Brandon, help me out. I've forgotten the word. What is it? Oh.
So basically, what you're trying to say is that we got different perspectives on how like we view.
I've lost the word. I think you know what I mean. I really hope the listeners know what I mean. But I think it's important to get someone from a different, I'm trying so hard. I can't remember what the word was.
Sexuality.
Yeah, let's say it was that.
Let's say that. I'm lost.
Yeah, same.
Bro, what was the word? I've forgotten it now. We all have
a massive brain fart.
Bro, I'm still farting right now. It's like, so when people go in a relationship, they want different things to other people. Preferences. That was the word. Preferences. We have different preferences. I always try to say it in the most respectful way because I don't want to like annoy anyone or upset or offend anyone. So the best way for me to put it is we all have different preferences. And I think it's important to open our mind to those different preferences. Whether we agree, we can always understand it and support.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I think that's the best way I can put it, I think.
No. I think you put it there pretty good there.
Remember when I say I really overthink things?
Yeah.
Example.
That's you there right now, overthinking shit.
Yeah. One thing we wanted to ask, so when it comes to like music or anything in general, do you receive hate for stuff like this?
Well, I remember like no one actively says anything to me, like, and if they did, I honestly don't give a shit because that's just their ignorance. That's nothing to do with me at the end of the day. They're the ones who's lost. But like, I remember coming out on my Instagram and losing like a few followers like straight after. Because I was just like, yo, if you got a problem with this, unfollow me. I don't give a fuck. And then some people unfollow me, so fair play to them. If they have an issue, then that's their thing. Get off my page. I don't want you there anyway. So
people showing their true colours.
Yeah, and as far as like, I don't really care. Like whether because no one's giving me hate. Like most of the time, people aren't gonna say anything because it's not acceptable. Like nowadays, it's not societally, it's not acceptable. But I've been seeing posts on Instagram of like, I can't remember which one it was, but I think it was like this like kid asking their mum to like paint their nails. And then she was like, no, that's what girls do, whatever the fuck. And everyone in the comments was like, yeah, this is how you should be. This is, because everyone, like that was their safe space to chat shit about people that they're not the same as. And I thought that's bullshit. This needs calling out, but like, these people are lost. There's no point in wasting time and energy on like closed-minded people.
Absolutely, man. Like you're saying though, because like if people don't even know who you are personally, so they don't know like how you're feeling about that, because what you're doing there, you're doing what makes you happy, because if you're attracted to a certain person, then be that way. You know what I mean? Like, don't let anyone else oppose you to something else, because you're doing what you're doing what's important for your mental health. Like if that makes you happy, then go along with it. Fuck what everyone else says, because no one can dictate your life but yourself.
Yeah, as well. People like, say stuff like, if you choose to be this, if you choose to be that, it's like, it's not a choice. You just are what you are, and then you've got to deal with it from there.
Exactly.
It's the same as your hair color. I didn't choose to have black hair. It's just who I am,
Exactly.
Yeah. And people dye their hair, but it doesn't change what the genuine color is underneath, does it? So
I was just gonna say, like, you can dye it as many times as you want. I can dye my hair blonde, I can dye it purple, whatever color I dye it. I'm still a black-haired person,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
no point hiding it. Just be who you want to. Just be who you are.
Exactly. Yeah. It genuinely shocks me that people still can't get their head around that. It's like, imagine, it's so frustrating.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, though, because I just feel like like there's just some ignorant people out there that just are completely misunderstood by the whole situation. And I just feel like if there was a way that we could get through to them so they can see what we're all seeing, then I feel like, you know, we'll be going in a step in the right direction.
Yeah. I do think eventually we'll get to a place where there'll literally be people, I don't know, because you know how in school like, it used to be insults to be like, oh, you're gay. Whereas now, if you're the one calling someone gay, you're the actual dickhead. And it's not like people hesitate to call you that. Like it's kind of changed a little bit, and it may not be the biggest of change, but I feel like it's there's proof that things can change.
Yeah, definitely. Another thing I wanted to ask as well, relating to that, is so Pride's coming back on this year. It was cancelled last year, wasn't it? So I'm going to ask, are you going to Pride this year?
I'm not sure. Like, yeah, maybe if I feel like on the day I'll be there. If not, then I don't know. Like, I haven't really been to many Prides, and that's not for any particular reason. I just I don't know. Like, I've only just sort of come to terms with who I am now. I'm comfortable with it, you know. So it's like it's nice that there's a community there. So maybe I will go down to see, you know, all these people that have gone through the same experience as me throughout school, throughout, you know, the whole coming to terms with who they are, you know. So saying like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go Pride. I'm gonna go Pride. Fuck it. Yeah.
That's good, that, man. Hopefully I might see you there because I might be coming down as well.
Yeah, man. Literally, I like how anyone can go. It's not a gatekeep thing. Like literally anyone can go, and it's all love.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
Yeah, I went with some of my mates. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, and as a straight male, I felt really included because I was worried going. I was like, "Am I going to feel like out of place here?" But nah, like people are so inclusive and so caring, and they don't really care. Like it's equal. Like that's how it should be. It's weird, like because so many people are like, "Oh, let's be equal" or whatever, but then they somehow discriminate someone else. But with Pride, and I know a lot of people think Pride is show off, but it isn't. It's literally just celebration.
Yeah,
and I think it's really I really respect it, and it's just nice to see people happy with themselves.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
That's it, man. It's just all about coming together, celebrating, and just you know, bonding. It's nice, man.
Yeah. So what we got next?
What else we got here is, oh yeah. So we wanted to ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
Not a singular clue. I have no idea. I ain't doing no planning. I genuinely have not planned a singular moment in my life. I just do what I like, take any opportunity I can get, and then hopefully those opportunities turn into more opportunities, and I can just furtherly get into, you know, the fields that I want to be a part of. You know, I feel like if you plan, like I think plan is important. Don't take my way of living as a way of living. But like, I think a lot of the time with planning, there's a lot of being disheartened, you know, because you might not be where you want to be at a certain point, but that's fine. You know, you'll get to that point. It's just about taking any opportunity. I think opportunities are more important, just finding that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because because no matter what though, like especially you can't plan during these times with COVID. Like I remember last year I was planning something and then COVID came in and then lockdown happened and my plans were completely cancelled because of that. So it's always important to just not to always plan things all the time. But I'm not saying though that you don't have to plan things, but it's just that sometimes it's better not to plan and just improvise and just go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Go with it.
It's like living in the moment, isn't it? I know it's quite hard at the moment because COVID, there's not really many moments to live in, but I think it's quite important for when we leave to just enjoy where you are and not look at the past or the future, which is something I do a lot. I look at moments that have been negative, worry about future moments that could be negative. I need to look more into where I'm at, who's around me, and be happy with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Present is the most important moment, always. You know, the past's already happened. If you live in the past, you're gonna always feel guilty or just angry about what's not gone your way. You know, if you live in the future, you just be worried all the time. Like, am I at the point that I want to be at? You know, what's going to happen next week? Am I going to be doing what I want to be doing? Right now is the most important because that's where the work happens.
And it's something like live in the present because the present is a gift. Or something like that, because present and gift is the same word.
I like that.
I just got that, you know.
I didn't catch on to that.
Yeah. Oh my god, man. That's genius.
I didn't come up with that, just so people don't think I'm amazing.
Copyright.
Yeah. We don't
No, but like you saying though, is that but most people need to stop dwelling on the past though, because they always like to bring the past with them, and it always like comes back to them in some way, but they need to always like get past it, because if they keep like having that onto them, then they're not going to progress further on in the future.
Holding yourself back.
Yeah, I know a lot of people worry about the future and where their life's going to head, but I have definitely worried about the future before. And I'm learning to like, drop it off and try to not, put myself down, because that's what I always used to do before. But now I'm kind of just like being a bit more optimistic about where my life is going. And I feel like I'm in a good position to just say that. I feel like I'm in a good place right now in my life. Like everything's going all right for me. I got a roof on top of my head. I got food on the table. So, you know what? I'm doing better than like what most people could do.
That's very true. Yeah, I think what Brandon's saying is a really good point, because I think it is important to be, because it's the saying, isn't it? Like, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. So I think it's important to realize what you've got before it goes, so you can appreciate it. But yeah, I think that's a really good note to end on.
I agree.
Little life lesson for everyone.
This is a sick episode, man. Well, thank you for coming on, Zach, man.
Nah, don't worry. It's been a sick time. I've really enjoyed speaking to you guys.
I know, it's crazy,
nice.
Man.
Definitely. Once COVID's gone, we should all meet up and just have a night out.
Yeah.
It's long overdue.
Sure. Yeah.
100%. I saw Jed the other week,
yeah, you told me.
Oh yeah, did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just cycling. I was cycling all day, innit? I just came up to just Chapel Allerton, and then I just saw him just walking out of Tesco's, and then he was just like, "Hey, yo, Brandon, yeah, I was like, oh, yo, Jed, yes, man." And I was just
always love.
Always love. It's all love, man. Though, yes. So we're just talking about uni and everything. So I just said to him that, I just took the year off and that. And then he told me that, I wish I took the year off, man. It's a good thing that you did it, because it's just shit. That's what he told me.
Yeah.
Everyone who's gone to uni this year has genuinely hated it, and they wish that they hadn't have gone. So you've done the right decision, completely not going to uni this year.
I'm so happy to have done it, man. Didn't Eva drop out earlier this year?
Yeah. She was doing music business, and then decided, like, honestly, from my point of view, that course was too easy for her. Like, she's doing madness. She doesn't need that course to be succeeding. Like, so I think she was just finding it boring and like just draining. And she's doing more out of uni than she is in uni.
Yeah. That's good though, because I was listening to Girls Do That podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the podcast that they do there, man. Holly and Eva. Yeah, it's a good podcast.
Yeah, it's sick. It's really good. They talk about a lot of important shit. I did the music for the intro on that.
Did you?
Hey,
yeah. That's good, that, man.
Wait, so all three of us have done music for a podcast now. That's pretty sick.
I know. That's sick, man.
I was quite worried about doing this episode, because I'm so used to me and Brandon just having a chat. So I was worried how the dynamic's going to be and if it's going to work well. But I think it went quite well,
Absolutely.
I do. I was nervous because like I always deep shit. Like I was like, oh no, what if I'm just bare awkward? But like it's always love with you guys. Like it's just the fact that it's just being recorded that like fucks with my head.
Yeah.
I think it'll be so much easier because I think the only problem with this episode that could be is the connection and stuff.
Yeah.
But me and Brandon were talking. We say we wanted, as soon as we can, we're going to get in a studio and do it. So hopefully next time you're on, it'll be face to face and it'll be so much easier.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yo, this is the start of something. I'm so excited.
You guys are doing bits like this. I was listening to your podcast like I was just skimming through it because it's like 4 a.m. I just watched a spooky horror movie, but I was skimming through it. I'm like, this is sick. This is so fucking good. And I heard you talking about me. I was like, I need to get on this. This is fucking cool.
Yeah.
Zach, is there anything you want to say to anyone that's listening right now?
Be yourself. Live in the moment, you know.
Enough said.
Just vibe, like.
Like Stanley said.
Yes.
Yeah, rest in peace, Stanley.
Yeah, rest in peace, man.
But yeah, this is a good episode, man. So we're gonna end it off here, man. James, you want to say anything?
It's just funny because every time we just say this exact same thing. But yeah.
Like minds. We think alike.
Thanks for listening, I guess. No, I'm joking. Thanks for listening. Have a good... Yo, you do it. I'm really bad at this.
All right, yeah. I have to do this most of the time because he tends to struggle with it.
I was overthinking. I was like, have a good day. And I was like, wait, what happens if they're listening at night? That's not going to work. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you can say have a good day, night, whatever you're listening to.
Have a good moment you're living in right now, yeah?
Deep.
Nope, but thank you for listening to this very special episode of the Friends of the Foes podcast, and we will see you lot in the next episode to come. And play the outro music.
Yeah, do that thing you says.
All right, sweet.